Yeah, baby, summertime. Time to get some shiny. Oh yeah. What's going on, prospectors? Dig Daddy out here in the shed bringing you another episode of Backyard Prospecting. Now, the end of summer has arrived. It's starting to get colder out there. It's starting to rain. It's pouring rain today. And so, it's a little bit more difficult to get out to the creek. But, to wish summer a fond farewell, today we're going to be checking out some Paydirt from Vendetta Prospecting, Summerlove 2023. We checked this out last year, Summerlove 2022, had a great time going through it, and I have no doubt that today will be a very similar story. So, let's get down to the nitty-gritty of it. I'll go ahead and read you the description. I'll put it up right here for you. Hope you can see it. This is approximately one bag of gold-bearing Paydirt from Yavapai County, Arizona, where signs of fine wire gold in the pay layer where I was prospecting, he was prospecting. Although it won't make you rich by the bucket, we add gold to enhance the experience. This material was classified down to a 1/4 inch out in the field with the occasional large rock getting by. The gold added will range from small pickers to fine gold dust, making it a fun challenge. It may also be damp, so wash out the bag really well. There were also tons of vuggy quartz rocks that host fine gold in this area. Shipped USPS flat rate package, the Paydirt will arrive in a sealed Mylar bag. Here's a link to the video where he got the Summerlove. So there's a link on the page here that you can watch through to see where he got the material from. Now he rates this at a 7 out of 10. Very dirty material, heavy black sands, and pyrites. Minimum 1 gram of gold is added. So the base bag is going to set you back $79. Free shipping with Vendetta, but $79 to your mailbox. Now today I decided to go with the added 2 grams of gold. So my total package was $220 shipped to my mailbox. And so there you go. We expect to find 3 grams of gold. Maybe we'll find a little something extra. We never know until we pan it. But Summerlove 2023. Here we go. Now, it ships out to me in a USPS flat rate package, just like the description had promised. Break out old miner's claw. Bust into this packaging here. Put that away before somebody loses an arm. So well packaged. All right. The bag is in the box. No extra protection, no extra bag around it. Nothing leaked out, so no complaints either. There we go. Summerlove, 3 grams of gold. This is what the package looks like. Looks like a bag of dirt. Exactly like a bag of dirt. And so that's exactly what we paid for. Hopefully we'll find the gold that we're looking for. Otherwise, let's flip over to the next camera and see what this dirt looks like. Don't go anywhere. All right. Now, as promised, as expected, we are classified already down to under a 1/4 inch for this material. It is heat sealed, so we're going to have to rip her open. We are in. And so let's take a quick look at the material so we can see what it is that we're going to be working with here. Now, as the description mentioned, it is dusty, dirty, and full of organics. And I agree, that looks like some dusty-ass dirt. That is full of organics. So, I'm not going to just classify. We're going to run some water through it, clean it up a little bit, make it look all pretty. And, yeah. Before we do that, I'm going to stick the old magnet in here because I'm not going to classify this any further. Just not feeling like doing it. We're going to wet this up, run it as is. Now, not a lot of black sand's coming out of here. Not much at all, really. No magnetics. Just a little itty bitty bit. Really, really itty bit. So, this should be overall pretty easy to go through. The only real challenge is it's dirty as hell. That little pan is way too small to safely clean up that much dirt. So we're going to move it over to the XP pan, a little bigger. Let us move the material around a little bit more. All right. It's raining outside, so I'm not bringing this camera out there because I'd like to use it again and be able to finish the video. So, I'm going to go clean this up, and we'll be right back, and we're going to run us some Paydirt. Alright, welcome back. We got this dirt all cleaned up, at least initially washed off. All nice and dirty dirt. It was really dirty dirt a minute ago. Took me almost 20 minutes to get it to start running clear. And there's still a lot of small organics that have mud stuck to them. So, though it is going to messy up my water a little bit, it's not going to be anywhere near as bad as it was when I first opened it up. So, definitely recommend clean up this dirt some before you run it. Or pan it. Expect to have some milkshake. But overall, we're ready to roll. So let me set the dirt. Fire up the sluice. We'll run it at 6.99 volts. And let's do this. Now, of course, I'm going to speed things along and play a little music for you so that I don't get copyright stroked. Yeah, they can stroke me. I'm going to play some music, and I'll play some music for you guys too. We'll be right back. Let's speed it along. Alright, I can definitely see we got some shiny. A big old chunker you can see right there. It's kind of been getting knocked down by some of the bigger rocks, so let's slow this down. And let's see what we found. Ooh, alright. I am loving what I'm seeing. Just a mat full of gold. side to side, all the way across. Now, because there was a lot, some of it migrated its way a little bit further down the sluice than I like. But overall, I think we got it all. As far down as I'm seeing is just this big guy right here, and look at that. Look at that big chunker. Put him back up there. Well, all right, let's get this cleaned up. All right. How about that? There's your gold, baby. Whew. Looking good, looking nice. Mighty fine. There's a lot of gold right there. Big pickers in there too. Big old chunkies. Lots of them. Lots of big rolly pieces. Rolly flakes, wire gold. Stuff that doesn't want to stay in place, wants to roll down there with the tailings. But it's definitely gold, so I want it up at the top. Now, most everything is good to go here. There's still a little bit of black sands up in there, and I want to get rid of that before I snuffer it up. But, yeah, looking good. Looking nice. All right, let's get this gold all dried up. All right, we got this gold all dried up. Miner Bob and the Ass are hanging by because they are interested in seeing what we got. All right, let's hit that tear, zero everything out. And now, the moment of truth. And we wound up recovering 3.020 grams of gold. So just a hair above that 3 gram guaranteed. I'm going to guess that's some of that wire gold that we saw in there. It essentially translates to 3 grams. And right on the dot. All right. So there you go. Summerlove, 3 grams of gold. Now I'm going to take a couple pictures of this, and we'll be right back with my final words and ROI. All right, welcome back, everybody. Man, that was some pretty gold. Let me tell you, a nice big pile of it. But before we get to the gold, let's talk about the dirt. The dirt was dirty as hell. Let me tell you. I have a timer on my water hose, so it shuts off and I don't have to go back and turn it off when I'm done. I can just leave it there. But I have a timer on it, and it took me about 15 minutes or so because I had to re-hit the button a second time to get me another 10 minutes. So it took about maybe 15 minutes to really get it clean. Even then, it wasn't really, really clean. There was still a lot of dust and whatnot that came out of there. A lot of organics in here that were tied to mud. So those didn't want to wash away that easily. Like I said, I did take it outside, washed it down really, really good. Got as much dust out of there as I could, along with as much light organics that didn't have mud and stuff weighing it down. And that took a fair amount of time. So it was really, really dirty dirt. So I highly recommend if you pick up a bag of this, take some time, clean it up, because man, if I hadn't done that, this would just be a muddy milkshake of a water basin. And yeah, so that's the forewarning there. It even tells you that on the description of the Paydirt that you're going to want to wash this up to clean it out a little bit, because it is as natural as it's going to get. So otherwise, the dirt wasn't that hard to go through. Wasn't a whole lot of, well, I mean, there's some nice amount of heavies in there, not too much. Not much, if any, magnetics. Just a really, really itty bitty speck of that came out of the dirt. So overall, the dirt, I don't know if I would put it necessarily at a 7 to 10, maybe more around that 6 to 7. Just again, depending if you take the time to clean it, wash it up a little bit first. If not, yeah, it would probably push into more difficulty, just because you're not going to be able to see anything, because everything is going to be milkshaked out. So if you want to make it a little bit easier on yourself, like I was saying, pre-rinse it, and then go back. And even then, like I say, there's no magnetics in there really, so that doesn't pose a problem. There are some bigger heavies that like to stay with the gold, so you're going to have to flip those out of the way a little bit. But overall, dirt was pretty easy to go through. I went through it really quickly. And for that effort, I was rewarded with a beautiful golden smile. Let me tell you. And so let's talk about the gold. All that gold was nice, fine gold. Not all of it, about half of it. Overall, maybe about exactly at 1.435 of that 3 grams was pickers. All picked them up with my fingers. That's a picker. So a good amount of that dirt was in some larger, nicer nuggets, pickers. But then the rest of it was just a lot of fine gold. I didn't even realize how much of it was in there until I finally dipped the mat over, and then it just hit the pan and it was everywhere. Fine gold, shiny, 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 just all over the pan, and it was beautiful. As you're, washing that away, boom, there it is. Beautiful gold of all sizes. It fit great in here. There's a lot of wire gold in there, so that actually posed a little bit of a challenge, because it wants to roll down the pan. It wants to go back down with the heavies that are rolling out of the way as well. So you will have to repan a number of times. Depending on your panning skill, you might want to go through this, first off, really slow, not over too much at a time, especially if you're panning it all out. But at the end here, take your time, go back, go forth, go back, go forward, and make sure you get all those little pieces that want to roll out of there, because there's a lot of roly gold in here. Even some of the bigger pickers, there's one of them that's just like a little cylinder, and it wanted to roll out of there real easy. So bear that in mind. When you go through there, take your time, go back through it, and at the end of it, you're going to have a nice little pile of gold. So, as always, let's throw the thingamajigger up here, and we'll go down the numbers. We paid $220 for the bag, shipped to us in the mailbox. What we wound up finding was 3.020 grams of gold. Now that's going to give us a today value of $186.96. Overall, that's given us an ROI of 84%, which is freaking great. 84%, that's a damn good ROI. That's a lot of the gold back, a lot of my money back in gold. And I'm really pleased with this bag. I absolutely had a good time going through it. A lot of pickers that I'm going to be able to maybe keep for myself or use, somewhere down the line in Paydirt. And a good amount of gold to go in the vial of smaller stuff. So great. I had a great time. Vendetta prospecting, Summerlove Paydirt. Go pick yourself up a bag while they're available. He only usually puts them out at the end of summer as things are cooling down. So get one before they're gone. He's got a bunch of other bags on there too. So check out the site. There's tons of stuff for you to pick from. Pick something, get it home, pan it out, and I guarantee you're going to have a hell of a time going through it, and you're going to be very pleased with what you get when you're done. So there you go. Don't forget, if you haven't already done so, hit that like button, a little thumbs up down there. If you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button as well. That way you don't miss any of my future content. Hit that notification bell. If you're already a subscriber and you haven't hit the bell, hit the bell. That way you're not missing any of my content. And yeah, just do all the things. All the YouTube things that everybody tells you to do those for me. And come back, see me again next time. And check me out on Monday nights. We're going to be doing the live show, BSing in the Shed. We always have a good time and wind up giving away a little bit of gold. So tune in for that. Hang out. Maybe get some gold. Maybe get yourself a little bag of Paydirt. But no matter what you do, you will have a good time hanging out with us. And there you go. Go check out backyardprospecting.com. It's a lot of the same stuff you see here on YouTube. And I also have a prospector shop where you can buy stuff. So go check all that out. Otherwise, this is Dig Daddy signing out from the shed. If I don't see you out at the rivers, I'll catch you in the backyard. Peace.